thank you all for coming. This is a really exciting evening we have ahead of us. We're really honored to have the people in the room that we have here today. I just want to thank Headwaters Foundation for Justice for co-hosting the event and doing a lot of the arrangement to bring our speakers here today. I just want to start by giving a little bit of context of why this panel is such an important panel today. You know, a lot of the reasons we cite on moving quickly on climate change is the impact to low-income communities, to communities of color, to communities internationally. So there's a lot, the reason for action that has been cited deals a lot with that. We don't want another Katrina. We don't want the Maldives going underwater, okay? So looking at small island nations and then also here domestically, what is the impact of climate change on that? As we move towards solving the climate change problem, it's just as important to think about how we're moving towards those solutions and how are they framed. And are they integrating and incorporating concerns and issues that deal with these same communities, low-income, communities of color, indigenous peoples. It's critical that the solutions don't disproportionately impact these same communities that, in the name of climate change, we are trying to develop policy and solving, okay? So that is why, that was the original intention in putting this panel together. Let's start to talk about the solutions and really get some on-the-ground, stories and policy impacts, like what is actually happening with some of these solutions. One of the primary solutions that is being focused here in the United States is a cap-and-trade policy. And it's the policy that is being the primary climate change solution at multiple levels. So it's the same, it's that policy that's being promoted at the international level. It's the same policy that's been promoting at the national level, the regional level through the Midwest Governors Association here, and the state level. A real opportunity is before us, considering that this nation's discussion on climate policy right now, there's been a real downshifting at the federal level on how we approach climate change. And so how are we going to start moving forward? How do we regather ourselves? And is it the same policy that we've been promoting, or can we structure policies that actually work for communities at the ground level and don't disproportionately impact communities of color and low-income communities? So these are some of the questions we're going to be talking about today. All of us here on this panel today are members of the National Environmental Justice Leadership Forum on Climate Change. It is a forum that was organized by WEACT, which is a leading environmental justice organization in New York. It is a coalition of over 30 environmental justice organizations from around the country, and that has been working at the congressional level and as well as organizing locally on climate policy from a climate justice frame in an effort to also link to the international climate justice movement.